Hello and welcome to the video. Today we are playing Expeditions, a Mudrunner game, which for me is very exciting because I've loved all of the Mudrunner games that have come out so far, and today the next in the series came out. So we are having a go at playing it. I just finished the tutorial just to get used to everything, and we are gonna set off on our very first mission. Unfortunately, the first mission includes some tutorial stuff, so we are still learning a little bit what is going on. But I do know the games, and I do know what they're about, and I mean, as the name suggests, Mudrunner games have always been games where you just have to make your way through mud in whatever vehicle you have been given. Um, it's quite simple. It's more of a simulation game than it is anything else, really. And as you know, I do love BeamNG. Um, but when it comes to simulation, the one thing that BeamNG doesn't do as well is mud. And this game certainly does exactly what BeamNG doesn't, which to me makes this a very interesting game to be playing. You've been given a truck, and you're gonna have to make your way through all sorts of muddy landscapes. Uh, at the moment, we're actually in America, in not at that muddy of a place. I mean, I'm currently submerged in water, but it could be worse, honestly. And you've been given quite a few different tools to work with this. Let me just quickly grab this mission item. I can't pick up the mission item, and it doesn't tell me why. Okay, I figured out that I had taken with me too many repair parts. I thought I'd be good to take just in case, but apparently those go into the sideboard, which is where the quest item had to go. So, fair enough. Back to what we were doing. In previous iterations of the game, it's always been about taking big, heavy loads from one place to another. Okay, and in the previous games we did not have a drone yet, which is pretty cool that we get to use that right now. The previous games have all been about sort of exploring a certain map, and then bringing all of your. Let me see what we're gonna have to do here. Yeah, I've had a feeling that was just reach that point. Yeah, but the goal in this one is not to drive loads from one place to the other like it's been in the previous games. It's more focused on exploration, and I find that a pretty exciting prospect as well, since the maps in the previous iterations of this game have always been a little bit repetitive and the same thing every time. Because, yeah, like I said before, the games were basically about exploring a certain map, finding the fastest routes between places, and then just driving those same routes quite a few times through the mud with different loads that you're carrying from one place to the other. So a game with the same mechanics and physics as the Mudrunner games, but then about exploration, is very, very cool. Using the winch in these games is extremely important, so let's see if we can make that work. Trees are common and useful winch points. Be careful, they can break. Yes, very much like in the previous games. Also, winch makes you just attach to any winch point that you can find. Then you get to push. Why would you be able to push? Anyway, pull is more helpful when you're trying to get over something. I don't think we actually need it for this little obstacle, do we? Nah. I was thinking that we would make it up here without, but actually, maybe. We'll give it. Why has it attached to the rear? Let me. That's better. That should be better. It's still a little bit painful because I was just right up against the thing that I was trying to get up. Oh well. There you go. There you go. Are they gonna freeze the. Okay, freeze every time we get to a checkpoint, but it seems to be just the tutorial. You can find the winch also here. That seems very useful because then you get to choose which winch point you're doing it from, and then you see which ones to attach it to. Yes, that is very much like the previous iterations of this game. That is what I am familiar with. for me, the very first game in this series that I played was Spintires, which is also the first in the series. I saw the Yorkscast play that a long time ago. That game was never truly finished, I would say. What are we delivering? Sometimes you will have to complete quests. I guess that we just delivered that up here for communications. I bet there's going to be someone talking to me in just a minute if that keeps going. No, we get to escape that. We're still open the minimap. Is that a truck that we'll get to? Nope, that's us. I thought we were gonna unlock a map or unlock a truck. All right, well that's the place we need to go. What are we waiting for? Seems to be that will be the best way to get there. Oh, it wants us to use binoculars so we can take a look, I guess. We've discovered a new airdrop. And I guess it might help to look how we're gonna get there, but honestly I don't see much. Okay, I mean, previously in Mudrunner games you've always had to sort of just look in a certain direction, you could not zoom in and stuff, so actually this is all very cool. If you have not played any of the previous games, then you might be a little bit confused about why I find that so exciting. I just realized about the push and pull thing. Yes, thank you. Why will he not let me go explore the area? No, I'm gonna do something else. About the push and pull thing that I just read before, that makes me realize I think you can descend things now, and I think this is going to be a terrible idea, which is we cannot use it. Oh my god, tutorials, I hate them. Sure, we'll do your thing. The previous versions of this game, Spintires was the very first game in the series, was a very different game where basically the only thing you could do was take logs from one place to the other, and that was it. So I'm excited to do a little bit more than that. Mudrunner was the next game in the series, which was basically the same thing, but then it was... can we? Oh, yes, we can. Which was basically the same game, but I think they had problems with the publisher on Spintire, so they never truly finished the game, and then they made... tried again, sort of, with Mudrunner. Then they've actually finished the game that it should have been in the first place. And then they made Snowrunner, which was the game that it should have been from the very start, honestly, because that one actually had things to do. So there were a bit more variation in the things that you could do. Although the game has always been about exploring the map, finding trucks to ride, and then use them to get to places. But this is something that you were not able to do. So you might see me be excited about things that you're kind of confused about, like the binoculars and the drone. Those were just things that were not a thing before. And this also, honestly, is very cool to me. But let's get going. Let's not hang around too long. The biggest danger in this game is getting stuck in mud. But honestly, I think we have a car here that's very, very suitable for whatever terrain we're going to throw it at. In the previous games, you would often have a car that did not have diff lock yet, or it didn't even have all-wheel drive yet or something. You had to get those upgrades. Then you can actually get stuck in mud. I think that's not going to be as big a difference or as big of a risk in this game. But the biggest risk to you then, at the end of that, is either running out of fuel, damaging your car too badly, or just flipping upside down. So there's enough to watch out for, honestly. What did I just take? Scrap metal. I guess that's good. Alright, and it's good to see if we can see where the intake of the engine is. That was a freeze from the game. It doesn't show us that here. Yeah, there you see the dangerous water level thing. Some cars have a little higher intake and then you can go quite far underwater, but I don't think we have that. So, oh, that's another danger. Drowning is a very serious danger in this game. So let's try to avoid that. Now, a very big difference in getting places is using the diff lock, which locks the differentials, which makes all of the wheels actually turn when you want them to turn. Well, that's not flip. But that does mean that you have to switch gears to lower gear so that you don't have the full speed anymore. So that's a bit of a sacrifice that you have to make. And being in all-wheel drive costs you a little bit more fuel as well, which is also something that you have to keep in mind. I'm just at an awful angle to that, so I think I might just have the reverse of that and see what happens. Yeah, this truck is quite capable, like I said. We might be in a little bit of an awkward position now. Can we roll forward a little bit? Do I have to... Oh my god. I feel like I'm already messing this up ever so slightly, but yeah, we're good. We're good. It's fine. And let's continue forward. All right. Why does it say get to the next point up there? I thought we were gonna go there. I guess we have to first bring this back. Okay then. Well, that was for nothing. This is fine. I know what I'm doing. All of this is just fine. This game has always been really awesome when it comes to mud, but it hasn't really focused much on... Ooh, the camera. Oh, the camera has always been bad in this game. Actually, I would say it's an improvement in this version. Because it used to be so weird. I don't know why they did that, but now it seems to be a lot more sensible. I saw that in the settings that you can turn on legacy camera, but I don't recommend that. Just don't. Again, we're trying to go straight at something that you shouldn't try to go straight at. And a winch wouldn't hurt, I guess. We're just forcing our way over this tiny, tiny obstacle. Oh my lord. Let's not get too carried away. And also, let's not actually, like, drive over that little tree, because as soon as we don't have that tree anymore, it will be more difficult to get up here. Alright, let's see what they want from us. Okay, yes, you can recover to field base. That's nice. Alright, that seems to have been everything. Why did we not go... We saw the drop thing and we didn't actually ever go there. I have many questions. Why was that the end? Okay, it seems that we now have unlocked... yeah, we've done the first exploration here. And that we have unlocked some more tasks to do. Let's get on to the next mission, I guess. Oh, and we've been given some new vehicles, because we did not have this one before, and we did not have this one before. I don't know if I'm happy to have that one, but sure. Alright, so looking at the new truck that we have been given, that seems to be the only one that's able to carry the seismic vibrator that we need for this mission. So let's take that. Alright, let's start. Okay. I did not realize we were spawning here. Okay. Well, I do not understand UI yet. It will be fine. Get out of the camp, sure. Let's go. You can already tell that this one has a little bit more trouble making its way through. Why on earth does it have that bar at the end? That is just to get stuck on rocks. I don't understand. Essential storage. What does that even mean? Okay, we can get some fuel from this. Okay, and some spare parts, it seems, but not really. I guess we don't have space for it on our truck at the moment. Alright. Alright, now what we have to do is find the exact right spots to do our measurement from. And we should get an audio clue as to where it is exactly once we get close enough. Time to engage all-wheel drive, because this thing is quite heavy. Start seismic vibration. We did not get the audio thing. I thought it was going to tell us, or by beeping faster or slower, how far away we were. It was just a little cue. Anyway, that was quick. Where are we heading now? Oh, it doesn't tell us at all where it is, just the distance we are away from it. Okay, I can deal with that. Now, it seems to be in this direction, so you would say that driving in this direction is a good idea, but should I maybe check if the map allows it? Well, actually it looks like there's a way through. Maybe we don't have to worry. That seems painful for this little truck. it's quite resilient this truck. Getting quite the abuse from those rocks. Alright, getting closer, and yeah, we're still fine when it comes to the terrain. Ah, yes, that's exactly what that bar is good for getting stuck. I do not understand why it's there. Maybe it's for the seismic thing that it needs to be there. Are there lights on this thing? That's the winch. That's not the right button. Okay, only 2 modes. Anyway. Okay, looks like we're stuck, which is fine as long as we... Ah, the little bar on the back is... I don't know. I just do not understand why it's there. Let's just get a winch then, and just keep going forwards. Ooh, that is pushing me all the wrong directions. Oh, this is not good. Please, that front wheel needs to get up. Oh, this... It's fine. This is absolutely fine. Yes. Okay, there we go. That was very sketchy. I don't think I have any equipment on this to flip it back over, if that were to happen. So, and normally if the engine is upside down, it will turn off, which means that I would have to get a different vehicle here just to get a winch going. Honestly, that would have been quite a problem. I think we ran into quite a problem anyway, unless we want to bomb it down this hill. No, I think we're gonna have to go to a long way around. Maybe it would have been better to use a little drone to scout ahead, but actually, it's not too late yet. A no flight zone. Aha, so that's the thing as well. Well, in that case, I'm not sure if I should be going that way around or the other. Yeah, no, doesn't look too good. Let's go up. You see damage happening to the engine, but that's nothing too bad. That just happens sometimes. I've played this game before, you know? This thing has so many little things that stick out. I'm not sure that is the best strategy for one of those trucks. Oh my gosh. I didn't honestly look ahead that well. Yeah, that was extremely close to tipping over again. I don't know. As soon as I start recording, I have lost all abilities I once had at this game, or this series, I suppose, because this game is new, but it's not that different. It feels quite familiar. I had to, in the options, I had to switch around the controls for the buttons, the left and bumpers, the left and right bumpers, but as soon as I did that, it felt like the old game. I would say SnowRunner then. It's pretty much the same. Or it's been the same since the first in the series, I want to say. So I don't know why they would change it now. It doesn't. Yeah. But thankfully they let you change it back. There we go. I think it's going to be a lot of relying on the winch as long as I'm driving this truck. And I have a feeling that changing out of all-wheel drive is not going to be all that useful at any point in this, because you save a little bit of fuel if you don't engage all-wheel drive, but I just don't think it's going to be worth it, because it will just take you longer to get places as well, so then you spend more time and you waste more fuel. I was thinking this would be a good way, but maybe let's try it over there. I have discovered a new climb. I'm not sure what that means. I guess this was a climb? Maybe. Alright, we're getting closer. Seems to be that we're still getting closer. Might be this little group of trees. There we go. Oh, I think we just destroyed that tree, didn't we not? No, it's still done. Don't flip the car more than 3 times. We didn't do it even once. Alright, that seems to be the end of the first 2 missions. So far, I have to say that it feels pretty much exactly like SnowRunner. It's a very familiar feeling when you're driving the cars. Maybe they feel a little bit heavier in a way, but other than that, there's not much difference. I quite like the fact that you can now choose to de-inflate the tires a bit if you need to, that kind of thing. That seems very cool. And also the fact that they added a, what's it called, a drone and some other stuff and things that can help you flip over, that kind of thing is kind of cool. They seem to have added some fun things. But I'm curious to see if this is actually going to feel like it deserves to be a new game. So far though, the focus seems to be more on rock crawling, which has never really been the strong suit of the physics simulation, and it feels a bit weird. I'm just curious to see how the rest of the game will look, so I'm definitely gonna try out more. Whatever happens, even if the game is a disappointment, I will still enjoy it because I really enjoy these games in the series. So I will see you next time that we find ourselves playing Expedition Mudrunner.